Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class, elementary grade. Our textbook is Week 3, and today, inshallah, we will cover the third enrichment we have today, Enrichment 3. And it will be presented by me, teacher Mazer Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So let's begin. The first lesson we had in this unit, which is finding out time, that can be seen on pages 90 and 91. And our goals were to build up questions and answers using going to, and to practice the vocabulary of some activities, and also to practice the dialogue with a partner. So the first thing we did with this unit is that we did listen to different conversations about going to in the airport. So as you can see here in the first conversation, where we looked at this flight board. And we say that by looking at this flight board, we can have, or we can use a question from the conversation, which is, where are you going? Where are you going? And by reading the flight board, you can choose different answers. But this answer must start with I am going to. For example, where are you going? By looking at this flight board, you can say, I'm going to Berlin, or I am going to New York, or I am going to Paris. So here you can choose a place or a city that you are going to. What is important here with the first conversation is that we know what is the question we should ask when we're talking about when we are at the airport and looking at this flight board to ask the question. Also, the second conversation we did ask when we are in the waiting area before boarding. And the question was, how long does it take to get there? How long does it take to get to the place that we are flying to? So we said that this is the second question that we can ask when we are in this place, which is a waiting area before boarding. And we can have or listen to different answers as it takes about 2 hours, or it takes about 5 hours, or it takes about 10 hours. So this is what we usually use or start our answer with. And also the third question, as you can see here in this picture, that we can use, which is, what are you going to do there? What are you going to do there? What kind of activities that you're going to do when you go to that place? So here we said we can name different activities. We can, but mostly we start our question with, I am going. I am going sightseeing. I am going skiing. I am going driving. I am going to stay at an English camp. So here we can choose different words, and also we can use different activities to answer that question. So here we have to remind ourselves with the three questions that we did listen to in this conversation. And the first one was, where are you going? Here we're asking about place. I'm going to Rome, I'm going to Paris. And the second one, how long does it take to get there, to get to that place? It will take, it is about 5 hours or 10 hours. And also, what are you going to do there? When you go to that place, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going rock climbing, or I'm going swimming, and so on. Here we have different activities that we can say from this exercise. And after this, we did play a game that is called in-flight ordering, where we said that imagine yourself as a flight attendant and choose a partner. Could be your classmates from your classroom or one of your family member, and have this or practice this dialogue. So you, as a flight attendant, you would use or start your conversation with, what would you like to drink? What would you like to drink? And your partner could say or could order something like, for example, a juice, please. Then you can give you the passenger and your partner options. Would you like apple juice or orange juice, for example? And then your partner will respond. But what most importantly here, that if your partner responds, he or she should end the response with please. Should end the response with please. And then we said that whenever you give something, whether you are a flight attendant or even to your friends, you should say, when you give something to your friend, you should say, here you go. Here you go. So after this, we said that you can also use these questions to help you if you are playing the role of flight attendant. These questions are, what would you like to drink? Orange juice, apple juice, water, or cola? The second question you can use, which is, what would you like to eat? Beef or fish, noodles or rice? Also, you can ask the passenger, what are you going to drink after dinner? Would you like tea, coffee, green tea, or juice? So here you need to use one of these questions when you are playing with your partner as a flight attendant, and you can even switch rules. The other question or the other lesson we had was called the grammar in action, that can be seen on pages 92 and 93. And our goals in this lesson were to chant the going to plus a verb and also use future going to correctly. We said that at this rule, it is important that we use going to not to talk about places, but also to talk about plans. The plans where we are going to do in the future. So here, for example, you are going to watch camel races in Riyadh. You are going to watch camel races in Riyadh. So here we're talking about your plans to watch. Your plans to watch camel races in Riyadh. So here we use going to talk about plans, not to talk about places you are going to. And here with the for, she is going to shop in Dubai. She is going to shop in Dubai, which means that she is going to, her plans are to shop in Dubai. And even with number 5, you are going to go rock climbing. So here we use going to as an indication, as to talk about my plans for going to rock climbing. And also with number 6, they are going to eat traditional dishes in Lebanon. And here we said going to as to talk about plans in the future, going to eat, that my plan is to eat traditional dishes in Lebanon. So here also we have, or we use the word eat with after going to, just to talk about the plans that they will do. And we said that you can use, no matter what the subject pronoun is, you can use all the subject pronouns with going to plus a verb. You can use it. You can say, for example, I am going to visit. You are going to visit. He is going to visit. She is going to visit. We are going to visit. And they are going to visit. So no matter what the subject pronoun here, we can use going to plus a verb without any changes. And after this, we did learn a game that is called Travel and Do, where we said that you and your partner ask him or her 2 questions. The first one is about these different places, which are Najran, Dubai, Riyadh, Lebanon, Jeddah, Oman, Jordan, Dammam, and Jazan, and ask your partner this. Where are you going? Where are you going? Look at this table and tell me, where are you going? And here he or she will choose a place. After they did choose a place, then you will move on and ask them the second question, which is, what are you going to do there? So here in the first question, they say, I am going to Najran, or I am going to Lebanon, or I am going to Dammam. They will choose a place. After this, you can ask them to choose you can ask them to choose something that they would do with going to. For example, they can say, I am going to ride, or I am going to climb, or I am going to visit, to drive, to eat, to camp, to shop, to swim, to watch. So here we can choose from these different activities. After this, we had the reading and writing lesson that can be seen on pages 94 and 95. And our goals in this lesson were to match words with pictures, to answer questions using because, and to use very and so in sentences. So the first thing we did in this lesson is that we listened to this chant that is called the Saudi Vision 2030 chant. Let's listen to this chant and then we'll practice. This is the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, a great and blessed land where the two holy mosques stand. The future will be strong and bright for all the children of the land. The vision will come true, and all will be good and right. With the faith of the nation, with health and education, the vision will come true. For all the population, the ships will come and go. From all over the globe, businesses big and small. The kingdom they will call the leader of them all. So here in this chant we did listen to about the greatness of this vision and how it will become true by the faith of the people. And after this we had the 4 words where we did match them to the right picture, which is the word small as in snail, which is a small animal, and the other word, which is a globe, as in the planet Earth, which is the globe, and also with business, as in businesses and how we do work, and leader, as in the pictures of birds. So after this, we did learn how to answer questions that usually starts with why. And we said that question that starts with why usually ask for a reason. And if we want to give reason, we usually start or use our answer by using the word because. So for example, why did you eat all the food? You can say because I was hungry. So you asking why is to look for a reason, and answer with because to give the right answer. And how we did practice this? By this exercise where we have here 4 different phrases, very sleepy, very hungry, very thirsty, and so cute. So here we did listen to this chant, and after we listened to it, we complete it with the right phrases. Let's listen to it one more time. My little brother, why did you eat all the soup? Because I was very thirsty. I was very hungry. And why did you drink all the juice? Because I was very thirsty. So here, after we did listen to the chant, we fill them in with these words. The same goes with the second phrase here. Let's listen to it. Why did you take my panda? Because it's so cute. And why did you sleep in my bed? Because I was very sleepy. But you have a bed. Yours is nicer. And here also we continue the second part of this conversation with these phrases. And we said that you can write your own chant with your partner by changing a couple of these words. And the last lesson we had was called the phonics lesson that can be seen on pages 96 and 97. And our goals in this lesson were to use to and enough correctly, to write short sentences about trip, and also to use the days of the week in sentences. So here, as you can see, and the first thing, which is we did read some of these words from these for this table. For example, sounds and letters like clouds, silently, photo, and also days of the week like Wednesday, Sunday, and Monday, and also months as in February, April, June, and even with the pronouns as in I, you, he, or she. So we did learn all of these different words and how to use them. And after this, we did listen, read, and chant this text. We said that in this text, we use the words to, just to emphasize that it is huge, as when we say, it was too big. That the shirt, it was too big, which means very, very big. And also we learn another word, which is big enough, which means it's not big as I wanted. It's not big enough. And after this, we did listen or we read this postcard, and we said that when we read it, we can copy and write similar postcard about a trip, and you can write it to your friend. So this is all we have to cover in Unit 3. Thank you very much for watching.